No, no, Calvin, I wasn't really late to my stream. I was just, James and I were talking when I noticed it got to that time.
There, now I'm muted, and once we get started, I got some stuff to show you.
Yeah, we're live right now.
Nice. All right, let me get a sip of my beer. Wait for Calvin to come up, and then I'll show my stuff. Yeah, gonna look nice and keep
Or I
it good.
Drinking something, and all of a sudden I have it glass or can set down, and next thing you know, there's some dripping onto my arm.
Yeah, let me get all the stuff that I got to show you. Excuse me. Wait till you see this. You're gonna flip. And there's a card to go with it too. All right, make me big. I'm ready to show you what I got.
Okay.
So this is from my friends in England, Closet Krishna, who is Darren, and his wife Rachel. So some of it was early birthday gifts, but my birthday is until April 11th. But here's the card. It's a little dog like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So I guess you could call him Bark Vader. So birthday greetings, and it says inside, from the Bark side. To James, hoping you have a Beatle-tastic 53rd birthday, my friend. May the force be with you. Love from the UK, Darren and Rachel. So next we have something very unique. This is from the Royal Mint. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but this is a coin, a 5-pound coin of John Lennon.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. And now here's a photo of the lads before Ringo, and this is autographed by Pete Best. That's Pete Best. With Paul, George, and John, and Paul, and the gang. And next, this is really cool. This is an Imagine John Lennon signature series Harmonica by Holner.
Okay.
There's the back. And there's the harmonica itself. I'm not going to take it out, but there's John playing.
Yeah.
And next we have a DVD from this promoter, Sam Leach, presents the Beatles. And I didn't play the thing, but I put it into my machine to make sure it played here because, I have to make sure it was region free, and it is. So I was able to play it. And it's autographed by Sam Leach himself.
Okay.
So there you go. And last but not least, a book. The Rocking City, the Explosive Birth of the Beatles, Sam Leach, which I started reading last night. It's really good. So I'm halfway through. And it even came with a little business card. I don't want to lose my page, which I'm using that for. And here's his little card, which is signed by him. Original promoter of the Beatles. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. You can make me smile. That's all the stuff I got.
Yeah, we don't have many viewers yet right now. Well, but hopefully soon. Well, what I'm going to do, okay, I probably won't be buying any more records for a good while because what I'm doing, I'm starting to thin out my collection.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Mike.
Hold on, guys. Hey, Mike, just give me a second here. I just got to put my stuff back over here on the table so I don't knock it over. I don't want to knock it over.
Ooh. I I have to take this call. You can talk for a while. This is my wife,
Okay.
so I'm just going to mute me for a couple.
All right. Hey, Darren. And here's Calvin. Calvin's in the dark. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Calvin's come to see us again.
Okay, I'm back. Here's Calvin.
Here he is. The man, the legend, Calvin. And he's frozen. Oh,
I was saying that, or he's hung over.
he's got that Paul Psychoplatter's internet connection today, I think.
Oh, from one of these Central American countries. Well, like I said, I'm not. Okay, yeah, I know. I had made a video saying I was going to start doing something daily called Tim's Thrifty Tim Spin of the Day, and I didn't make any since then. But that was mainly because of my migraines. But now I'll be showing you several albums here that I spun because I'm not buying any because I'm trying to thin out because I won't be moving in a year, if not before then, because I might have to because of my migraines, because I've been stumbling a lot and stuff. So I'm seeing my neurologist this Thursday. So what I'll be showing you is what I've been listening to over the past week instead of what I've spun over the past week. But like I said, I had only done one video for with that. I might do some later today and just have them spaced out for daily release and. Because I have 26 here to show you that I've spun over the past week.
Oh my God. That's a lot of records to listen to, man.
Yeah, so I'll make me big again. And
all right. Let's see.
First one is Ray Thomas, Hopes, Wishes, and Dreams.
Ooh.
He was a flutist of the flautist of the Moody Blues.
Oh, yeah, I did some good fluting in Nice and White Satin.
Yep. That's it.
I like that album cover.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you it all together here.
Ooh. That's beautiful.
But this is from, I think it's 78. On Threshold Records.
Wow.
And it's a pretty good record. This is going to be my next daily spin artist I'm going to do it on.
Nice.
And then the next one, related, you could say, to that, This is Justin Hayward and John Lodge, Blue Jays.
Well, I don't see any Blue Jays on the cover.
Well, that's what they named the band because it's Justin Hayward and John Lodge, two Jays from the Moody Blues.
Ah.
And here's a full cover. And there's been times where I find other copies of them at this cheap and would pick them up and send them to friends and stuff. Because this one's a pretty good album too. And let's see, like the song "Saved by the Music," I really like.
Is it all instrumental?
No. Justin Hayward's the lead singer of the band, and he plays guitar, and John Lodge plays bass.
Ah.
And so that was related to them. And that was like 1977 or 78 now. So it was during the period where they had stopped for a while, pretty much split up for a while. And this is from 75.
Uh-huh.
Now to switch over to some country.
Ooh. Put on your cowboy boots and your cowboy hats and go, yeehaw!
From 79, this is Eddie Rabbit, Love Line. And this has Son, Pour Me Another Tequila on it. And Suspicions. And this is, like I said, it's from 79. It's on the Elektra record.
Yeah, it would be, Mike. Yeah. Eddie Rabbit. I love a rainy night. That's the right person, right? Okay.
Right.
I was thinking, I hope I got that right. Hey, Cameron. This is my buddy Cameron. He wanted to come and meet you, Tim.
Okay, hi, Cameron. I know he's been joined in the peanut section at other times.
Yeah. He's also my wingman on my shows.
Did you want to join us, Cameron? If so, I can give you the link.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come up if you want.
Here, I'll do the link anyway.
All right. You've seen Cameron on my show a lot.
Yeah, I've seen him on there.
Yeah, he's my wingman.
Okay, the next one is
Oh, that's okay, Cameron. I hope you'll be in a good mood tonight to do your wingman stuff with me.
Okay.
Because I need you, buddy.
The next one I have here is a 2LP live album. This is Longing to Messina on stage.
Ooh.
This is from 1974 on Columbia.
Wow.
This might be another one of my daily spins because you don't see them talk about much in the vinyl community.
James, if you work for Purdue Chicken, you'd have thousands of wingmen. I sure would, Mike.
Okay.
Don't worry, Cameron. I'm having a bad day too, but it's all going to work itself out. Don't worry.
Okay, now the Osmonds.
Ooh, nice.
Live. This is on MGM from 72. So the earlier stuff.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, see, they ended up off with the last three songs on it are Down by the Lazy River, Yo Yo, and One Bad Apple. So, and then this next one I have two copies of. Let's see, this first round of sending out is getting rid of duplicates. I'll be determining which one in probably Friday or so. It's Jesus Christ Superstar.
Ooh, nice.
I have two copies of it. It's two LPs.
Nice. Wow. Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yep.
How did you
And
wind up with two copies?
uh, one my daughter had given me because she had it for a while because she likes musicals.
Uh-huh.
In high school, she was in the drama club and she loved doing musicals. And so she got the record from some friends, but she but then she decided to just give it to me because she doesn't have a turntable or anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then next one, John Prine, his debut album
Wow.
from 1971. This is a real good album. I know there's a lot of people in the BC that like him.
I don't
Now,
think I've ever listened to him before, but there's a first time for everything.
yeah, now, okay, another soundtrack now by the London Symphony Orchestra and
Ooh.
the and chamber choir with guest soloists.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Tommy.
Oh, I've never seen the cover like that.
Yeah, this is the London Symphony Orchestra's version of it, and
Okay. And
but
who's conducting? Is it John Williams?
it doesn't really say on here. It might say in the booklet here. See, here's the booklet,
Oh yeah.
and let me see.
This is the first time I've seen this version of it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
only
not.
know the original Tommy album. Never
Mhm.
owned it, but I know about it and I've seen it. But I think my cousins had it when they're growing up.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen the movie. Yeah,
Okay.
and Margaret's in it.
Yeah, and okay,
So,
here's another guy I'll have on a daily spin. Neil Cocky.
ah,
He's a guitarist and he's pretty good. This is a live one for him, and this one's on Capitol from what year is it? 73.
73. Wow.
Now another soundtrack. It's various artists. It's music from Outlaw Blues. I don't think I've seen the movie, but it's from like
I don't think I've seen the movie or even heard of it.
that's
So,
from 77. It's on Capitol Records.
wow.
Oh, Mike said he loves the old cocky stuff. Yeah. Okay, so then it's more country,
Ah,
and It's Charlie Pride,
No, Charlie Pride, I know of. Yes, I know Charlie Pride. He's
The
good.
Best of Charlie Pride Volume 2.
Wow.
Now for another soundtrack, I know you've most likely seen the movie. It's on various artists.
Hey, George.
It's from 1978. Hi, George. It's from 1978. And is it? I need to check. Is it, I'm not sure which label it's on now.
Ooh, Clint Eastwood.
Every which way but loose.
Loose with Clyde the Orangutan. I love that movie.
It's on Elektra Records.
Ah, good one.
Okay, and then next up, another 2 LP set. It's not a soundtrack. It's a pickbook one. So
Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell, the Good Time song, had the Good Time songs of Glenn Campbell.
Let me guess, Rhinestone Cowboys on that.
No, this is some of his earlier stuff.
Oh, okay.
They just did stuff from some of his real early albums that you don't hear as much about.
Sounds like a good album.
Yeah, it is good. Next up is a 3 LP set on Cotillion from 1970. It's a soundtrack.
Woodstock.
Yep, a 3 LP set.
Oh, that's an awesome soundtrack. Oh my God, you got a good one right there, man.
Yeah.
All the hits and.
Yeah. So,
can I see the gatefold for that?
It's a trifold.
Oh, trifold. Ooh. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, I remember the mud. Wow. That is so cool.
Okay. Okay, next is I might have her as a spin of the day too. This is Joan Baez.
I love Joan Baez.
Best of Joan C. Baez. This is like her greatest hits after she moved over to A&M Records. This is on A&M from where's the year? 77. But it has a few songs from the Diamonds and Rust album, which is an excellent album. And then like she also does like Please Come to Boston on here, and one that you'd like, Imagine.
Ooh. Now we're talking my language.
Yeah. Okay, another soundtrack. Willie Nelson.
The Electric Horseman.
I've seen
the cover for that, but I don't know if I've ever seen the movie.
I don't think I've seen it either. It's from 79 on CBS.
But I like Robert Redford and Jane Fonda.
Yeah. I wonder what's happened to Calvin.
I don't know, man. He's having internet issues again. That's not a good thing.
There's another one for another spin of the day. Would be a good one. Nazareth. Playing the game. It's on A&M from 76.
Ah,
And so I saw them in concert back in 79.
well, Mike,
Now,
I'm sure he'll be back.
now another soundtrack. I know you've seen the movie. Put it this way, the primary vocal for the ones with the vocals on it's Jerry Reed.
Okay.
So you might be able to guess it.
All right. Not really sure. Smokey and the Bandit. Now that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Love that movie.
So, and then here's one that's you could say 1.5 live, but albums plus the fourth side is some studio stuff. That's the Moody Blues Cat Live plus 5. This was it was the live parts were recorded at the Royal Albert Hall on the 12th of December 1969. This album didn't come out till I'm trying to find the date on here. Oh, 77.
Ah, nice.
And
Ooh, I like that. That's a
you
nice
don't
game. Pretty trippy.
you don't see this one as much. But it's a live album from their early stuff. It's like it's mainly like Days of Future Past and uh, right around that. Well, George, I have the Moody's. Final, I have the Moody's from. I have a compilation of their stuff, early stuff with Denny
Danny
Lane.
Lane.
It's which is a TLP set, but then I have everything from Days of Future Past through the presence on LP. I have the presence, and then I can't remember the name of it. But that through I have all the rest of Sir Lammer on CD, and then I have their box set.
Ah,
Okay, and here's more country. Charlie Daniels Band, Million
yeah, I
Mile
like Charlie Daniels.
Reflection. I've seen him in concert 3 times. Next one's Country One, Billy Swan. You're Okay, I'm Okay. It's on A&M from 1978. And you probably notice right down there, promotional copy, not for sale.
Ah,
And yes, it is a white label promo.
ooh, that's pretty cool.
The next one might be another one, or I'll do one of her albums anyway, is because she was sometime she had both country and pop hits. That's
Oh, it's a lot of glare.
Helen
Oh, I'm ready. Oh, wow.
Long Hard Climb. This is from on the Capitol from what that's the only thing with Capitol they think it's they does do the You're so small on the front cover. Okay, it's 73, or on the back cover that you can't read it. But this has the hits "Leave Me Alone," "Ruby Red Dress," and "Delta Dawn" on it.
Oh, I've heard of Delta Dawn, yeah.
You might have heard "Leave Me Alone" or "Ruby Red Dress" also.
I'm not familiar with those ones, but Delta Dawn sounds familiar.
Yeah, and there are certain songs that I notice when I see that I see various artists do covers of, and she does one on here. That's one of them. It's sung by Buffy St. Marie, which is until it's time or used to go. Like Neil Diamond had done a cover of it.
And Elvis did it too.
Elvis had done it too.
Mike, you're right. The 8-tracks, even audio cassettes would snap from time to time. They get stuck in the machine. He's talking about 8-tracks.
Well, the problem with 8-tracks, or you'll be in the middle of the song and chunk because it was switching tracks in the middle of a song.
Well, I never had an 8-track player or any 8-track cassette, so I wouldn't really know. Well, I borrowed a machine once. Harry Chapin.
Harry Chaplin, Short Stories. He's another one good. I'll have somewhere along in the series. I'll have him.
What's his big hit? So I remember who he is.
Like on this one, the big one's WOLD.
Oh.
But probably his biggest hit was Cats in the Cradle.
Oh yeah, Cats in the Cradle. Yeah, that's a great song. And the cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon.
But this one's from 73 on Elektra. This is one of his earlier ones.
Interesting. Yes.
Okay, I'm to the last two albums now of them.
We're coming down to the nitty gritty, folks.
The one that James will like, it's a Canadian band.
Oh, Canadian band, nice. I'm all set, Tim. I'm ready for this.
Mercury, I can't remember what year. Like 75 or 76.
Rush, yes.
Rush 2112.
Ooh. We're talking my language again. Yeah, I like that.
Yep. And then the last one, it's somebody you probably have some of his stuff. Also, it's on MCA from. Okay, this is probably. It doesn't really say on here. Wait, let me check on here. Maybe it might show it. 72. That looks like. Oh, Elton John. Don't shoot me. I'm only the piano player.
Oh, that's a great album. I love that one.
Yep, it's the one with Crocodile Rock on it.
Yeah, and there's one song I really like that my mom liked too. Blues for Baby and Me on that album.
Okay.
That's a great song. I just got an Instagram message from Calvin. He says he's got phone issues. I said, oh, okay. I said, try your tablet. Maybe that'll work. Okay, now I got to go to the washroom. I've been holding it in for a while because I didn't want to miss the albums. Hold on, I really got to go.
Oh, yeah, Mike. Rush isn't my favorite three-man Canadian band. My favorite three-man Canadian band is Triumph. And okay, I'm just looking at some of the comments on here. Okay, so we're up to 5 viewers out there now. Uh, so, what are some of the have any of you bought any records lately? If so, just list some of them in the chat. Yeah, James shared that it seems he's always having problems with it, with the wheel or something on it. Okay, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm starting to thin out my collection. I won't be buying any records for a good while, probably. Never know, might end up going to a thrift store and I'll be too tempted into looking through them.
Okay, I'm back.
No more. Okay.
I just took all the stuff out of the drawer for my sister.
So, so have you watched any good movies lately, James?
Actually, I did. A few nights ago, I watched The Magic Christian from 1969 with Peter Sellers, John
Okay.
Cleese, and Ringo Starr. It was a weird movie, but funny. Like he adopts this homeless guy, played by Ringo Starr in the park, and he adopts him as his son, and they go around doing money scams and stuff. It's hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of British movies from like the 60s and 70s are weird.
And when he goes out, when he scams the hot dog guy in the hot dog cart, when he's on the train, and you see, I can't change a fiver. What are you doing? He says, come back. He puts on a pig mask and everything. It's hilarious. And then I watched this movie. It's a romantic movie that was made in 2021, I think. It was called Licorice Pizza, and it takes place in 1973 in LA. And it's about this kid who's in high school. He's 15, but the girl he's in love with is 25. So they run around and have adventures and everything, and eventually they fall in love. It's a good movie, and it's got a really good 70s soundtrack in there. Sonny and Cher's in it, and well, they're not in the movie, but they're on the soundtrack. There's a great soundtrack, and I really enjoyed the film. I didn't think I was going to like it. I heard mixed reviews about the film, and I sat down and said, okay, I'm going to watch this thing. Let's see if it's any good. And I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised that I liked it. And I went to the theater, not this Saturday, but the Saturday before, with my friend across the street, who also has the name of Tim. And I saw the Batman. Jorgen,
Good evening.
how you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. Calvin's having issues with his phone.
Okay. And since when do we have Mr. Pre still in the gallery?
So, Jorgen, have you gotten any? Do you have any records lately?
Extremely little, but I can show the little I have gotten. February and March are horrible months when it comes to thrift stores. Mainly it is they haven't started the spring cleaning yet, and people are tired after Christmas. So I have worked for 17 years in the second-hand business, and always February and March are the months where they, hey George, hi, are the months when it's coming in the least month of records. So, but I showed this multiple times at Doc Docus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The famous Parks
And
Family
does it have
Show.
the shopping bag in it?
Nope. pretty old. So I bought Mariah Carey CD single
Okay.
Ah, nice.
and a couple of Swedish. I have this is Swedish baritone saxophone player Lars Gullin. He is considered a legend in Swedish jazz. And this
Okay.
is a great compilation that has been famous for one reason. That is rumored that that is transferred into high speed. I didn't hear that it actually was. It sounded pretty normal to me, so I'm very. And this is, you might call him Sweden's Jim Reeves. He has pretty much the same voice as Jim Reeves. He was extremely popular in Sweden, Gunnar Wiklund. I have a lot of singles with him. So music-wise, that is all. But I managed to find, James has seen these, but I managed to find a couple of box sets, DVD box sets that I was happy about, with old Swedish movies.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
This is a box set with 6 DVDs, one movie each. There's 6 movies in this and 6 movies in this. With old Swedish classics from the 30s and 40s, and this box costed $2.50 each.
Not bad at all.
So that is what I've been finding lately, but it will be better this Saturday, hopefully, because then it is record fair here in Sundsvall.
Okay. You're probably saving your money for that some too, huh?
Yeah, some luck that it actually aren't giving time, because then I save money at least. But it's a little sad because I'm going to fill my blog also with new stuff.
So, have you watched any good movies lately?
No, I haven't watched any movies lately, unfortunately. As I said before, I'm very bad at watching movies. And no, I don't have any Ingmar Bergman film. I hate Ingmar Bergman. I think he is dreadfully boring.
Well, yesterday I had a strong migraine, and so I was lying down last night. I have a Roku on, a couple Rokus, and so I have one in my bedroom and one in here, this room. But so I was watching on the Roku channel on their live stuff channels. I was just seeing what they had for movies on at the time, and there's one called Cinefault 70s, and they were showing I Walked the Line. It's the movie was interesting. It takes place like in Tennessee and stuff, but of course it's the soundtrack is all Johnny Cash songs. Johnny Cash.
I saw that movie in the theater when it first came out.
Back in the 70s? This is one from back in the 70s. It's not the one about Johnny Cash. It's
okay.
And then after that, up until it was time to switch for the 10 o'clock news, I was watching on Pluto. I was watching Hatari with John Wayne and Red Buttons.
Ah.
Well, let me say that I don't watch horror movies at all. I hate horror movies. I think they are uninteresting, mainly because I think they are just an excuse to make people scared and having more effects than contains anything.
Well, sometimes people want to be scared. I love
I've seen my share of Ingmar Bergman films during my life, and I think I will not give him another try. I think his movies are extremely boring. With one exceptions, a movie where he has been involved in, but he's not produced it. This was one of his earliest. But otherwise, no, I will not see any more Ingmar Bergman.
I don't watch much horror. I'll watch some stuff like some of this on some of these movies they show on MST3K. Some of those like science fiction horror ones, you could say. I'll watch those, and these are stuff from like 40s, 50s, and 60s. So
it's only one horror movie that considered horror movie that I actually like, and that is the two first Alien movies are good. Those are the only one I like.
Okay.
But there are also more science fiction in it.
Yeah, and because I'm more like I like film noir better, which is crime ones. So
these are considered to be more of comedy. In Sweden, in the 30s and 40s, we had a tradition of those light-hearted comedy stuff with that.
Right.
Considered pilsner filmer, like beer movies, and they are some love and some little funny stuff. These guys, Tor Modén, Åke Söderblom, they were a constant couple in these movies. Tor Modén, the big one, he always played these maybe a little dumb but wacky guys. And Åke Söderblom here, he was the more shrewd and smart guy with the smart words, and who always had an idea. And these were amazing actors, and really great.
Sounds about like sort of like Laurel and Hardy or Abbott and Costello and stuff like that.
Yeah, but in other characters.
Right. But of that type.
Yeah, but here it was no one was cruel, and no one was the yellow guy, the scared guy. It was one who was a little weird, wacky, and little stupid, and was one who was a little smart guy. So there was they were a couple like Laurel and Hardy, but with total different characters.
Right.
My dad had me watch a Laurel and Hardy film once. I didn't even laugh once. I said, I don't see any comedy in them, but I watched The Three Stooges and I laughed so hard. I thought that was funnier. And I like Abbott and Costello when they meet Frankenstein. Ship, he's gonna get us.
The problem I have is that I prefer movies where the persons are funny in themselves. Not when they fall, they trip, they do. Of course, there can be exceptions with some that are actually good, but mostly I prefer when people are funny in their way to be, to act, to talk, instead of situations, comedies. I think that Laurel and Hardy are a little too much of that. I also have seen it was a long time ago, but when I was younger, I saw some Laurel and Hardy, and it wasn't. I wasn't laughing that much either. But when you see the Marx Brothers, for instance, they are funny in themselves. It's not the situation that are funny. You see Groucho Marx, he's a funny guy. He's a man with words. You see Chico Marx, he's a man with words and the way he is. And Harpo Marx and the way he acts and the way he does
I
things.
might have to check that out, Mike.
That is what I prefer when it comes to comedy.
I was going to say this was like early to mid 70s. This was before they started having Saturday Night Live on NBC on Saturday nights. At that time, the NBC station for the area I lived in, they show comedy films. They show like the Marx Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, Mae West. W.C. Fields.
And then they have done stuff with Lauren Hardy that I think should be absolutely forbidden, that I think is disgraceful, and that is most of the Lauren Hardy movies they have colorized, and I think that having 40 movies and starting to colorize them only to make them more popular, I think that is horrible. I'm very glad that I haven't seen a colorized Marx Brothers movie yet.
I hate when they colorize classic films. Leave them black and white the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that's done by the Turner Classic Movies, I know. And I don't know.
My favorite the Three Stooges shorts was Order in the Court when they have to go to court, and they say, and please put your hand on the Bible. Do you swear? No, but I know all the words. And then the little dog, there's a stick in the window to hold it open, and the little dog's wagging its tail, sitting up there on the window ledge, and the thing comes down. He's like, ow, ow, ow.
The Three Stooges were never a big thing in Sweden, so I actually never seen them. I've only heard of them. And to be honest, before I started Vinyl Community, I barely haven't heard of them before that. But I'm more into old movies when it comes to Swedish movies. I should be watching more American older movies, but I haven't gotten into it yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, there are exceptions. But jazz movies, they are consisting of a lot of jazz that, of course, have seen. For instance, the Dorsey Brothers movie I've seen. That is actually a good one, considering that they actually are acting as themselves, Jimmy and Tommy Dorsey, and neither of them have acting skills normally, but they're actually good acting, even though they're acting themselves only.
Well, yeah. See, with me, I like to get stuff like this too. I'll make myself big for a second, so people can see it better. Okay, it's 25 John Wayne films on here.
Wow, that is a lot of films.
Yeah.
These only contains 12. My boxes.
Yeah, but that him and I were both from the same state originally, Iowa. So, but this one. But this has a lot of this. It also has McClintock on it, but it also has Angel and the Bad Man. Seeing if there's any others that I recognize. Okay, but I like stuff like that, or I'll get, or
okay.
Some other ones I like are the East Side Kids, and sometimes they were known as the Bowery Boys. They were comedies.
I can name the Marx Brothers movie that I like the least, and that is Love Boat. I think that one is that is the final one they did. Groucho Marx wasn't that into making that movie. He appeared in a short time. I think it is a Harpo Marx movie overall, and I think Groucho Marx only as a favor to Harpo appeared a couple of moments, but he wasn't all that much into this movie and didn't want to be in it. It was marked as Marx Brothers and Marilyn Monroe, and people most likely would have went, "Wow, Marilyn Monroe and Marx Brothers." But Marilyn
Yeah.
Monroe appears in, I think, in total of 1 minute when she walks in, get a few words from love-thirsty Groucho Marx, and then walks out with him. That is the entire the thing that where she is, and that then they pushed on that heavily on that for that minute. Yeah, maybe Love Happy. That is what I mean. But they are on a boat. But I think that movie is their worst. It's Marx Brothers, and I want it for that. But as a movie, it's definitely a disappointment. But it's also the final movie, so I guess it's one reason why it became a final movie, because it was a disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to check that out and see if they have it on the Internet Archive. I won't be surprised if it's not on there, or if it's on there.
I think I found it on YouTube, but it might have been picked down.
Yeah. Well, if it's in the public domain, it wouldn't be taken down from YouTube, most likely.
Another one I've been really getting into is Charlie Chaplin films. I really enjoy Charlie Chaplin.
With me, I just tend to get distracted at times while watching silent films, and otherwise I could. I'd like to get into them, but it seems like it just get distracted easily.
I also never actually got into Charlie Chaplin. I guess I should have also, but he's also, of course, he's a guy who is funny in himself also, but also he's also one of these that is funny when he trips and so on. And I don't know. I never got into Charlie Chaplin for some reason.
Yeah, I like I like the Gold Rush, where he has to eat a shoe because they have no food.
The best Marx Brothers film is talked about here, and for me it is A Night at the Opera. It's the best movie ever. Period. End of discussion.
Yeah, I'll have to see what Marx Brothers movies they have on Internet Archive.
The final scene with the Marx Brothers at the opera when they are trying to disturb this villain opera singer is hilariously funny. And when the villain opera singer walks in and people have started to throw apples at him, and he gets mad, walks out, saying, "I am this stupid. They throw an apple at me," and Groucho says, "Well, watermelons is out of season." I think that is.
You know, one Charlie Chaplin film I love is Modern Times, where he's working in that factory. He's got the wrenches. He's going, but then his arms keep doing the movements, and he's wrenching everybody like this. And then they have the special thing that can feed you, and it's so funny when he gets smacked in the face by the thing, and it keeps feeding him all the food, and it's splashing all over him. I was laughing so hard I was crying. It was so funny.
I wasn't that disturbed of the music in Night at the Opera. Of course, there's bound to be music since it is called the Night at the Opera. But I actually there are Marx Brothers movies where there are even more music in it. I think that in Coconut it was even more music in it.
Yeah, it's not much of a movie if Harpo's not playing the harp and Chico playing the piano and singing.
Well, I think that it's actually those things are considered more of comedy actually, but I think that of course it's nostalgia, because I watched The Night at the Opera when I was in my teen years, and it's stuck since then. And even then, I thought that the music in Night at the Opera was one of the best. When it comes to Marx Brothers and music, it was definitely one of the best music they made in a movie. in my opinion. But Alan Jones is a great singer, and one who I don't remember now who the female main character was. It's really good.
You know what, Jorgen? I remember growing up in the 70s, and I was a kid with my dad and my sister, and we were at the mall, and this guy was going around on the floor in the middle of the mall putting down cushions for everybody to sit on. And I couldn't understand. I said, "What's going on, Dad?" I said, "I don't know." And then all of a sudden, there was a film projector put up and the screen, and we all sat down.
I'm going to have to keep my wait. It's one of those spam calls, I think.
So we're all sitting around on these cushions, and my dad said, "Oh, good, a Laurel and Hardy film." So they showed the Laurel and Hardy film, and we all sat down and watched it. Well, my sister and I did, but my sister wanted to stand with my dad. I sat down on the cushion. I was watching the movie, and it was okay. I didn't find it funny because I didn't know the shtick between Laurel and Hardy. But my dad says, "Oh, this is my dad." And I looked at my dad. He was laughing and laughing, and all the kids were laughing. But I didn't see the humor in it. I don't know why.
I remember when I went to school, it was the final day for the winter holiday before Christmas, and we were watching. Our teacher were playing on that kind of a movie where they have I don't know what to call it in English, but you have a roll and you put in a projector. You're playing Charlie Chaplin there, and the thing we laughed most about at the time was when he played Charlie Chaplin backwards, high speed. We laughed more of that than when he played it in normal speed forward.
When I was in high school, my French class, Madame Bergevin, she always had me put up a movie. So she showed me how to use the projector, and I set it up and everything and put it on, and we watch for the Disney things, Professor Von Drake, Disney things in French. And she taught me how to put it on the projector and everything, and I did it all by myself.
Yeah, and I remember also that there were. I always been a man against the stream. What other people laugh of, I don't laugh of, and what I laugh of, very few laugh of. So I've always been a man against the stream. I remember when I was a kid, and they were showing. I don't know what the movie. It's Little Hiawatha, the Indian, the Disney shorts of Little Hiawatha, the Indian, the Native American. Sorry. And every kid was laughing when he dropped his pant, and you can see his butt. Every kid was and not me. I didn't understand what was funny. He dropped his pant. Was that the entire thing? I thought it was. I'm a sucker for Disney shorts, but I never really understood the humor in that he dropped his pant 10 times in the movie.
Yeah, and every time Charlie Chaplin would eat something, he'd always put a lot of salt on it.
Okay, I
remember one time he ate a flower. Oh, Calvin's having issues today. Oh, Calvin, we can't get your special time and your little emotional scene where you cry.
There's only one. There's always one guy who has a problem.
Wow.
Well, there's another some other sets comedies that I don't know if you see them as seen them really arguing, but James might have, like Mom and Pa Kettle movies.
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're like from the 40s or 50s. They're a family that they're like have out in the country and stuff, and they're just hilarious.
Ah.
And some other ones are the Francis Emile ones.
Oh yeah, and Clint Eastwood was in one of those. Can't say I've seen it, but I know Clint Eastwood was in one.
Okay.
Francis the Talking Mule.
Yeah.
And wasn't there one on Green Acres?
I'm not sure about that.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think there was. And this is the part where we don't know what to talk about.
It's interesting. It's too shame that Calvin is not here today.
Yeah, Calvin's not here to help keep it going.
I
No,
know.
but-
Calvin
but,
always had some interesting stuff to talk about to us and everything. And
But he had he sent us a couple of links to us that we were supposed to listen to.
yeah, I listened to a little bit of it.
I've listened to them some, and I liked it.
I listened to it. It was kind of like country jazz in a way.
I think we should wait with a review until he's here.
Oh, yeah.
Because he, as I've understood, he had a special thing going on with it. So I think we should let him do his thing.
Oh, definitely. Oh, it's a talking pig. Okay.
But what can we do when we not have anything to talk about? We do some picking of from the shelves.
Yeah, do a little. What's it called there?
Like a shelf tour, you could say.
Oh no. Oh,
Whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. That's it.
And I just pulled something and see what I got from my soul shelf. From soul albums I haven't yet to listen to, but still. Stevie Wonder, Characters.
Ooh, nice.
We have a band that isn't all that famous, actually. The Dramatics.
Can I eat now?
70 Soul.
That way I'll have time to digest it before I go live with
How about some Stephanie Mills?
Ooh, Stephanie Mills. Nice.
And this is an album with her biggest hit, Never Knew Love Like This Before.
Ah.
Then a band that I've grown to love a lot, but more actually of their older 70s stuff. But this is a newer one with Atlantic Star.
Ah.
I think Atlantic Star is an extremely good soul band that has been very, very forgotten today.
I can't say I've heard of them before.
You have.
I think
yeah. I think they were like late 70s and into the 80s, weren't they?
Yep. But I thought they were an 80s phenomenon, so I was very surprised when I found a record with them from the 70s. Now I'm looking for more. Here is Omar. And Omar was more of a, call him smooth jazz soul style. 91. He had a pretty good hit in a song called There's Nothing Like This.
Omar was my great-grandfather's first name.
Yeah.
Of course, he was born in Norway, so.
Norway. In Norway.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not very common Norwegian name, Omar.
Well, they shortened the last name to Edwards when they came to the States for the last name. It was Edwardson.
Omar sounds more like Arabian.
Yeah.
And of course, another my favorite, Rufus without Chaka Khan. This is from 1983. This is their final album before they quit.
Was that when Chaka Khan decided to go solo?
Chaka Khan has went solo there. She has been solo for a while before this also.
Oh, okay.
She returned for a live concert that was supposed to be. This is supposed to be their final album. This was recorded before that, but released afterwards. So this became their final release. But it was supposed that the live album with Chaka Khan was supposed to be their final release. It didn't sell that much at all.
Okay, is that them? Okay, I grabbed some while you were there when you were
Yep.
showing yours. I have some here. I got and I didn't realize until after I got them up here. These are all from all live albums. So first one is David Live.
Ooh,
I
nice.
have that one, I think.
Oh, and it's a
And
gatefold.
this is at the Tower of Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, next one. Harry Chapin. This is Legends of the Lost and Found.
Ooh, looks like we're walking on the moon there.
From Chaplin to Chaplin.
Yep. And it's from 79, it looks like. It's one of his later ones. Then we go to Barry Manilow Live.
Ooh.
Cool.
Hey,
Cool.
Cameron, welcome back.
And of course, this is on Arista from 77. Joni Mitchell and the LA Express at Miles of Miles.
Ooh. I like Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell is the kind of artist that I should learn to like, but I never gotten into it.
And this is the double album. It's on Asylum Records from 74.
Okay.
Now from a British blues band, I like a 2 LP live one from the early 70s. It's Climax Blues Band. Have them live.
Yeah, I have one Climax Blues Band also.
I have several of their albums. I'll usually pick them up if it's when I come across them in my digs. And,
I have that gold album with Could Have Got It Right.
yeah, I have it. But they have so many songs better than Couldn't Get It Right.
I disagree. I think it's the best song, even though it's a good album. It's definitely a good album.
My favorite album of theirs is shoot, now I can't remember the name of it. I've shown it several times on my channel though, and just trying to see the year from this one. Can't really see it, so okay, and then from that to the other real common one from the 70s. Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
That is a great album, man.
Yep, that's on A&M from... Okay. A&M would usually put the ears on the spine, but I'm not seeing it on the spine on this one. Oh, there's a review for Rolling Stone from 75, so it's probably 75, probably around 76. And the last of them is Glenn Campbell Live.
Wow. Nice. That's a great whack-a-mole, Tim.
Oh,
I mixed up. I saw that Dave Bowie live. I said I have it, but I didn't. I want it, but this was the one I meant.
Okay.
Okay.
But I actually love another one.
Ooh, nice.
I might just be going back and forth with that for the rest of the show.
No problem with me. I think it's funny to dig from what I haven't listened to yet, because they are not in that much particularly. If I pick from them that I had there, you will risk having 10 records from the same artist. It will be more variated. Bob Seger.
Oh, good one. I have it.
Bob Seger is an artist that I've liked, starting to like a whole lot more these days. And Boomtown Rats.
Wow.
These are all from 70s pick.
That's a band I haven't heard of in years.
Yeah.
They released an album last year
Oh,
with Bob Geldof.
Brian Ferry.
Brian Ferry, In Your Mind.
Nice.
More Brian Ferry, Let's Stick Together.
Ah.
Actually, when I was younger, I thought that the song Let's Stick Together was dreadfully boring. But it didn't stop me from starting to like Brian Ferry's other stuff. An early Flash in the Pan. I think this is their first.
I have one of their albums.
Well, I love Roxy music.
Oh, good album.
Dan Fogelberg, Souvenirs. Nice. It's a nice album cover.
In Swedish, Fogelberg means bird mountain. For those who know.
Hmm.
And we have a greatest hit.
Wow. Nice.
And from Stan Fogelberg, it isn't all that long step to Cat Stevens.
Oh, I love Cat Stevens.
Yep.
What songs were on that one, Cal? Sorry, the organ. What songs were on this one? I can't see. It's too small.
The Hurt, How Many Times Later, 100 I Dream. This is some kind of a suite called The Foreigner.
Oh,
I think they're longer songs.
I don't know these songs.
This is my only Cat Stevens. I'm no huge Cat Stevens fan normally, but I think this is.
I thought you'd have his famous one, T for the Tillerman.
No, this is the only one I have.
Ah.
I have several Cat Stevens albums, but when I find them, I pick them up.
Ah.
Andrew Gold.
Oh, yep, I have it.
I don't know about him.
Andrew Gold. He was close to 10cc. He was in the band Wax in the 80s, but
Okay.
I think he is most famous for.
Thank You for Being a Friend, or
Yeah,
Only Boy.
He was the man who made the first original version of Golden Girls theme.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank You for
Okay.
Being a Friend.
Oh. See, if you tell me what their famous hit is, then I'll know who they are. But
I like him much because he's a kind of more of a funny guy that is very, very light to listen to. Artie.
oh yes, is that the one with Bright Eyes?
No. I have that one also here somewhere.
That's my best friend Alan's favorite song, Bright Eyes. My friend from back home.
Well, I can't find it now, but I had that's Breakfast. The Breakfast album is with that one. Next.
Okay. I'm still trying to find some that I've listened to because I'm coming across a lot that I haven't yet. So just a minute. Okay, I got some here.
Oh, nice. Woo-hoo. Here we go.
Michael
Michael
Murphy.
Murphy, Blue Sky Night Thunder.
Never heard of him.
Me either. That makes two of us, Jorgen.
This is the one with this big hit on it, Wildfire. He's no more as a country artist, but
Did you say that he's the one that sings "And They Call Him Wildfire"?
it's a mellow one, and
Okay,
it's about a horse.
yeah, I remember that song. All right, see you later, Mike.
Yeah, bye, Mike. Okay, and I should say it's from 75 on Epic Records. Okay, the Oakridge Boys. Oh, Happy Day. Of course, this is one of their country gospel albums.
I've heard them. Is that the Edwin Oh Happy Day?
Yeah.
Oh, happy day.
Yeah, see, back in the early 70s, they were more country gospel. It was like the late 70s where they
Hmm.
where they got where they were doing more country like Elvira. But this is from 72 on Vista Records. Okay, some Lil Cocky.
Who?
I shot one of his earlier. Oh, before you joined in.
Okay, never heard of him.
He's a guitarist. He's real good. He plays like the 12-string guitar, 6 and 12-string guitar and stuff. And sometimes he'll sing with his songs.
Hmm.
And this one's on Chrysalis, but not seeing a year on it. Next up, another Leo Cocky, Greenhouse. And this one's from, it's on Capitol, of course, so it's hard to see the year on them.
Now I've got the song Elvira stuck in my head. Elvira.
Okay. Here's Austin Roberts, Rocky. Of course, the title track was a hit for him. Was this big hit? It's from 75 on Private Stock.
Another name I never heard of.
I have a lot of like one-hit wonders and stuff in my collection too. Just like you might not have heard of this woman either, Valerie Carter, just a stone's throw away. It's on Columbia from 77. This is like her debut album, if I remember right, but she does like Ooh Child on here. And
that's a good song.
But the name of the album is just a stone's throw away. But just going through some of the vocalists that are on here on this album. Linda Ronstadt.
Okay.
Denise Williams.
I like her.
Herb Peterson. Maurice White.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, and Lowell George from Hot Little Feet. Then for some of the musicians, Lowell George, Jeff McCarl from Total, John Hall, John Sebastian, Jackson Brown, But see, I like the singer-songwriter or folk type stuff, and so you'll see me getting a lot of them like this.
But those musicians sounds extremely great. Maybe I should check her up.
Yeah. Then the next one I have is another Oakridge Boys gospel one. I like the title of this one. It's from '75 on Columbia, but the name of it is Old-Fashioned, Down Home, Hand Clapping, Foot Stomping, Southern Style Gospel Quartet Music. That's the title of the album. Okay, Chris Christopherson, me and Bobby McGee. Of course, he wrote that song, and of course, was it Janis Joplin that had the big hit with it, or?
Well, I've never been a fan of Janis Joplin's voice. So I think I prefer this version.
Yeah, but I like Chris Christopherson's music, his music rating and stuff.
It's all I have it in. I have the Swedish version of it.
Oh, okay.
It's called Anna och jag. Anna and me.
Okay. Okay, this is on CBS. It doesn't have a year, so you know it's early, or actually Monument Records. It's from the early 70s. So, okay, here was a real popular one in the day. Linda Ronstadt, Living in the USA.
Oh, I like that one with her roller skates. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked her. And she was so cute too.
What songs are on that one?
This says like Back in the USA. When I grow too old to dream.
I love
Just
that song.
Alice, and it's a cover of the Elvis Costello song. And White Rhythm and Blues. Outside one on side two, Out That You Dream. Ooh, Baby, Baby. Muhammad Radio, Blowing Away, and she ends it off with the cover of Love Me Tender.
Oh, nice. Ooh, baby, baby. Love that song. Ooh.
Okay, this is Michael Murphy, and sometimes you see it as Michael Martin Murphy, like you saw earlier. This is like his first solo album. It's John Wool's Cadillac. See, I have Kenny Rogers and the first edition album that where it's a two LP one. And he wrote all the songs on it. This guy did. But this is his first album. And like Calico Silver is one that Kenny Rogers in the first edition did, and it's on here. And then he does also the song that he wrote that he does on here that you might recognize. It was a hit for the Monkees. It's What Am I Doing Hanging Around?
Uh-uh.
I never heard of, but then my knowledge about the Monkees are pretty slim.
Yeah, I think this is like from 72 on A&M. Yep, 72 on A&M. Some more Chris Christopherson, Songs of Christopherson. And This, if I remember right, this is just doing some songs that other artists had covered. This is what I'm thinking. Now for some good stuff. Olivia Newton-John. This is Let Me Be There.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, so one of her earlier albums, it's from 73 on MGM. It has Let Me Be There on it. She does a cover of Me and Bobby McGee.
Never heard it. That song always comes back.
If Not For You. She does a cover of she does a cover of Take Me Home Country Roads. Angel of the Morning. Help Me Make It Through the Night. It's another one on there. So she does a lot of good covers on here too. And I've always liked her singing, so. And some more Olivia Newton-John. This is If You Love Me, Let Me Know.
I love that one. If you love me, let me know.
And this is from 74 on MCA. Of course, she does If You Love Me, Let Me Know on it. She does Mary Skeffington, which is a cover of Jerry Rafferty's song.
Is Love, Long Live Love on that one?
My favorite Jerry Rafferty song is Baker Street.
That I'm a Jerry Rafferty fan. I have like at least 4 of his albums now.
Wow.
But then she also does I Absolutely Love You on this one.
I only have City to City by Rafferty.
And this is one for Mason. She does a cover of God Only Knows.
God only knows what I do without you.
But next up, some more Lions and Messina. This is solo album. This one's pretty good. This
Hey, Dave.
I have that one also. That is really good album.
Hi, Dave. Yeah, this is on. I think it's on Epic. No, Columbia.
One of 2 Loggins and Messina albums I have.
Yeah, I have more than that. I've liked them ever since the 70s.
I have Motherload also.
But with here, but this is just a great album, and like Watching the River Run is on here.
I remember when I
I
bought that one. I have a collector friend who knows that I like Kenny Loggins solo. So he said when I said I bought Loggins and Messina, well, it's totally different from Kenny Loggins. Yes, I expect it to be. I said.
And then the last one I have is another Loggins and Messina one. This is or is it this? Okay, it's their self-titled one, Loggins and Messina.
I wrote that one into my wish list today.
Oh, okay.
I'm going through a dictionary of artists and checking out their discography and write in what I want.
Yeah, this one has Your Mama Don't Dance on it.
Is that the Poison song?
No, Your Mama Don't Dance. That was a hit for them back in that was one of their first hits.
Okay. I thought it was that Poison song was the cover of that.
Thinking of You is another song they do on here. Holiday Hotel. Angry Eyes is on, and Angry Eyes is on it. And this is 72 on Columbia. So that's all. So that's all I have from that poll. So
I have pulled out here. Can I show some? I can start with a couple of VCLTs that I got.
Ooh.
This is In Excess.
Oh, I had that on cassette back in the day.
I have that on cassette now.
Because I like the song Devil Inside.
I got this one as a VCLT from Robert L. Zielinski nowadays. It's a Japanese pressing.
Nice.
Oh.
The same with this one, Listen Like Thieves In Excess, also Japanese pressing. We can pick a little further back. Oh, another In Excess, not from Robert C, but
yeah, I think I'll try some more.
we have Robert Malcolm McLaren and the Priscilla Orchestra. Wolf Darling from '89. Malcolm McLaren, famous name.
Oh, okay.
We have, you can pick this one.
Oh, I love that album.
This is a very nice picture.
Yes. I like the album cover on the front. That's the original cover art.
You have a later Boomtown Rats. We have Dire Straits, Alchemy Live.
Ah. Ooh. Sweet.
Interesting cover art. Where am I? There. We have another late Boomtown Rats. I'm sure that all of you know who this is.
Yep, Paul McCartney too. Yep, we know McCartney, definitely.
Jay Giles Band.
Oh, yeah.
We have Herb Alpert.
Okay.
Oh.
Normally, I'm no fan of Herb Alpert that much.
Isn't that one from the 80s?
This is, yes, a modern one from '83. So why not? Give it a chance.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Rise on it?
Pardon?
Is that the one with Rise?
No, that's from the '79. Normally, I think that Herb Alpert sounds that most of his songs sounds like Piano Taxi, but most likely this will not do that. This is Karina Bazaar. She was the vocalist of a band called Dollar.
Ooh.
A solo
I've seen
album
that album cover before.
produced by Arif Mardin, who also produced a lot of Chaka Khan and so on. We have House Martin.
Okay.
We have a band that is pretty much unknown, but that I've learned to know, among others, from Vinyl Community and an older channel. Afraid of Mice. We're talking British indie rock, new wave style.
Ah.
We have Peter Godwin.
Okay.
Those fries aren't the greatest.
Here we have a really nice
Tater tots better.
new wave rock.
This is
The Mission,
Okay.
a band that I have learned to like a lot the past 10 years. This one I bought at record store day, but others was shopping for record store bargains. I prefer to buy this one with a record.
Yeah, see, Stephen Snee, he has on his Mixcloud, he does have. He has one called Return of the Living 80s. He does a lot of new wave on that.
Yeah, I know.
show.
Well, I'm trying to listen to as many episodes as I can. A compilation with Art of Noise.
Okay.
Extremely early Bryan Adams.
Okay. Yep.
I can
I
go on
remember
all day. I have a name that I really like that is no longer among us. Rest in peace, John Miles.
Okay.
Normally, he was one of. Yeah.
Is he more like jazz, like a jazz guitarist?
No, he is a rock guitarist. Normally, he is part of the musicians around Alan Parsons' project.
Okay.
So, but this is more of an 80s style. With a great song here called "Who Knows." That one is really, really great. But his earlier albums are more like many of them are produced by Alan Parsons, and I think Jon Miles is extremely underrated. He died last year, I think, late last year, and sadly missed. Another Japanese pressing of the Go-Go's.
Love the Go-Go.
Also with love from Robert Z. The closest thing to Who album you will find in my collection.
Okay.
Simon Townsend, that's the brother of Pete Townsend.
Oh.
This is a band that is
with the musician.
Planet P Project.
I've heard of them, but I don't know whether I've heard any of their music.
Planet P Project is Tony Carey project, and Tony Carey has been in Rainbow, I think. But this is more of a new wave synth pop style, and it is extremely well made, especially the song "Only You and Me." That one is highly recommended. So fantastic. Well, we have Greg Keane, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a lot of Swedish stuff here. We have the very first Huey Lewis album.
Okay.
Well, if you want, you can take over now. I can come back later.
Okay, yeah, I pulled some more out. Okay. Let's talk about Kenny Loggins' solo stuff. Keep the Fire. It's on from on Columbia from '79. It looks like this is how one is the one that has a hit "Keep the Fire" on it, of course. And This Is It is on here. Then another Kenny Loggins solo album. This is Night Watch.
Oh, which year? Which year?
This is from 78 or 79, it looks like.
Okay.
And this is on Columbia, and and of course, Night Watch was a hit, and then there's a song that he does with Michael McDonald on here. Whenever I call you friend.
Yeah. It sounds like an album I should write into my wish list.
Okay, this is Paul Davis. This is singer of songs, teller of tales. This he's had a few hits. He was more like a singer songwriter, but on here, I Go Crazy was one of his hits that's on here. And Think Sweet Life was one. And but this is on Bang Records. This is on Bang Records, set records from 77.
Yowie.
Now some Head East.
Never heard of them.
They're from more of in the U.S. Midwest, and they're a hard rock band from mainly the 70s.
Okay.
But it, believe it or not, a few years ago, they have a big Civil War reenactment here in Rockford every year. It's around the second biggest one in the U.S.
Wow.
Well, anyway, one time my son and I went to it. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. We sat down, or there's a place, and see this. It's at a place called Midway Valley Church. It's they so different historical things that they switch around with what they do. See, next month they'll be having a World War One days there, which I like also. But we had gone to a place that there that sells Polish food. It's like people from a Polish church, and the food's it's great. But anyway, I saw a guy and his son came to the table my son and I were sitting at. There wasn't anybody else at the table. But we started talking because this T-shirt that had a logo off of Eddie's first album or something like that. And they said, "I like your T-shirt." Well, it ended up being that he's had these tour manager. And so, but they didn't have any top 40 hits here in the States, but one of their best known song is probably Never Been Any Reason. Okay. This is Brewer and Shipley Tarkio. This is from 1970 on Kama Sutra. This is the one with One Took Over the Line on it. And
Never heard of that one.
One Took Over the Line?
No,
that was
that band.
That was the hit for them.
I never heard of Tokyo.
Oh, no, the name of the band's Brewer and Shipley. Tarkio's album name. But some other good songs on here are Don't Want to Die in Georgia and Tarkio Road. And one that I really like is 50 States of Freedom. And some more Harry Chapin here. This this is On the Road to Kingdom Come. This is on Electra from '76. Seeing if there's any. There weren't really any hits on this one. Now the next one is Jon Stewart. Do either of you know who Jon Stewart was?
I heard the name.
No.
I heard the name somewhere.
Okay, he was a member of the Kingston Trio. And
Okay.
then in the 60s, he went solo. But he was also known for some of his songwriting and stuff, too. But this is one from the 70s. He had his big album in the 70s was album Mom's Way Dream Babies, which had the big hit Gold on it. That had members of Fleetwood Mac singing along on it. But this one's from, I think it looks like it says 75 on RCA. And he wrote most around all the songs on here. Oh, they're showing that he did, but that was in the public domain. But I like his songwriting and stuff. If I remember right, he's one that wrote Daydream Believer. That was hit for the Monkees and for Anne Murray.
And Mary, I have albums by.
Okay, now this album's a well-known album, a live album. The Almond Brothers at Fillmore East. It's a 2 LP set. It's the Almond Brothers. Pretty much a mixture of blues and rock. Pretty much a blues rock album. This is on Capricorn from what year is it? This is 71. And I'll show you the Capricorn label on this one. See it, the pink label?
Mm-hmm.
But this is one that really got them to be known because it was recorded at Fillmore East in New York City. Here's another 2 LP set. It's more Joan Baez. Blessed Dark.
I think I have one Jon Baez album, a compilation from the 70s.
Okay, yeah. Well, this one has like The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, the brand new Tennessee Waltz, okay, I'm still looking. Heaven Help Us All, Help Me Make It Through the Night. Okay, one for James, Let It Be.
Wow.
Put Your Hand in the Hand. Okay. So, but this is from on Vanguard Records from not showing the year. It has to be in the early 70s anyway. Because this group that's in with this from the 70s. It's like 70 or 71, I'd say. Next one is Black Oak, Arkansas.
Never heard of that.
This is Balls of Fire, but the biggest hit for them was Jim Dandy. You know, Jim Dandy to the rescue.
Mhm.
But on here they do a cover of Bob Seger's Rambling Gambling Man. See, they're more of a hard rock band or somewhat southern rock.
Mhm.
And they do great cover of Great Balls of Fire on here.
Wow.
This one's on MCA from 76. Now, this one's the first pressing of this album. This one was sent to me by, I don't know whether you've seen it or not. On Tuesday nights, you'll see how Glass Oakridge Aftermath has a live stream on Tuesday nights. And I know, Jorgen might remember him, but his first name is Mark, and he sent me this album because he knew that I'm a big Gordon Lightfoot fan, and he sent me some VCLT, and
What did
of
you
course,
say?
another Canadian.
What did you say the guy's name was?
Glass Orchid Aftermath.
Never heard of him.
His first name's Mark.
No,
He's
no,
been
no one I'm
in the
familiar
VC for quite a while. See, he hadn't done anything for a good while. Then he started doing weekly live stream on Tuesday nights. It is, but this one he does like me and Bobby McGee on it.
Constantly returning song.
Yeah. What I like is Cobwebs and Dust. That's by one written by Van Dyke Parks. Sit Down Young Stranger is the title track, and it's a real good song that I like. But the next one is the one that was a big hit for him. Which is If You Could Read My Mind. After If You Could Read My Mind, that got to be a hit. They changed the name on the releases after that to If You Could Read My Mind. And I have it on that with that title too. But this is like around 1970 on Reprise Records. Okay. This is John Baldry. Everything stops for tea.
I never heard of that guy.
He was also known as Long John Baldry, blues musician and stuff, or blues rock. And he was he was trying to make a comeback. This is one of two albums that around that time. This is from looks like it's from 1972 on I think it's Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers, the green label. But see on here, the interesting thing is he was trying to make a comeback. Yeah, one way. Side one was produced by.
Here's a reminder.
By Elton
Take
John.
gabapentin.
And
Here's a reminder. Take gabapentin.
can you hear my Roku in there?
Yep.
I, if remember, it was side one that was produced by Elton John and side two by Rod Stewart.
Wow. Heavy names.
Yeah. And he probably my favorite. He does he does covers on here, like he does Wild Mountain Time, which I really like, and Seventh Son. He does a cover of Iko Iko on here. Out.
I'm getting full.
And okay, next one is Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. I mentioned this album earlier. This is probably my favorite album of hers. Of course, it has Diamonds and Rust on it. Well, it's an A&M, I should say. And trying to see the year. I can't really see it too well. But Diamond, has Diamonds and Rust. And then she did a Jackson covered Jackson Brown's song "Fountain of Sorrow" on here, and then one written by Stevie Wonder and Sarita Wright. "Never Dreamed You'd Leave in Summer."
Wow, great.
Then she does a cover of Bob Dylan song "Simple Twist of Fate." See, her and Bob Dylan were a thing for a while. She does a cover of the Janician song "Jessie." And then she does a medley at the end of "I Dream of Jeannie and Danny Boy." Okay, the next one is James Dean, True. This is from 72 on ABC Records.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, this like Joe Walsh was a member of the band. This one was after Joe Walsh. This is before Joe Walsh or after him because they don't see him on this one. But they're pretty much a rock band from them. Oh, they do "Run, Run, Run," which was a song by I can't remember the name of it. It was written by Jay Ferguson. Oh, it was Jojo Gunn was the name of the band that had a hit with "Run, Run, Run." But this is from 72 on ABC. And the last one I have is Jesse Colin Young, Light Song. He might be another one in one of my daily spin series. He was in the Young Bloods, and then he went solo in the 70s. I have a few of his albums now.
I assume that the name Youngblood was named after him, though. And
Yeah, I think so. So, but he's he's more the singer-songwriter type also. Okay, that's all I have for now. And
I have also a stack of classic 70s soul.
okay, and after
Yeah.
this, we'll be ending it. So,
Al
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I go live in an hour.
yeah,
Al Jarreau live.
okay, yeah,
Double album set.
some good jazz.
More of a smooth soul, smooth jazz. A compilation from the Whispers.
Okay,
And we have the OJs live in London.
okay,
And here we have a real classic, Bloodstone.
okay. I have Bloodstone too, and is it the next one after it? I can't remember. I have a couple of Bloodstone, but I don't have the first one.
Jackson 5, the third album. This is the one
Okay.
with I'll Be There. Going back to Indiana. And we take away 4 members. And we get Michael.
Okay. Oh no!
Pardon?
The one where he sings a love song to a rat.
Ben, isn't that a woodpecker? No, that's Rockin' Robin.
Yeah, Ben was a rat.
Okay. Stevie Wonder, not the best shape of the sleeve, but the album itself is good.
I like Stevie Wonder, so
Signed, Sealed, Delivered. We're into a Stevie Wonder groove now, so we have Where I'm Coming
okay.
From. And we have a really early live album from 1970.
Oh, yeah.
Motown, of course. More Algero.
Okay.
Putting the other one, this one. The Natural Four, band that not that much known. They are
Yeah, I haven't really heard of them.
They are a band released on Curtis Mayfield's label Cartoon.
Okay.
So they are in that style, but Curtis Mayfield is not present here in any form. Roberta Flack, Blue Lights in the Basement.
Okay, I like Roberta Flack.
1977. People's Choice. Also another
Okay.
forgotten name. Part of the Philly label.
Okay.
We have the Drifters,
Oh yeah, I like the Drifters.
and this is the album with Kissing in the Back Row of the Movies.
Okay.
The Crusaders.
Okay, I think I have that one. I think I've shown it.
I got this one in Stockholm for free actually when I was in a thrift store, and I said I got this one from the box outside. Oh, you can have it for free. The owner said so. I got this one for free. Randy Crawford. My girl Randy. This was the last album I bought after I got complete of Randy Crawford until 89. After that, I have them missing though. The Temptations.
I have that one. It's a good album.
Yeah. And finally, here we have more Curtis Mayfield, but he is a producer here for the Staples.
Okay.
Speaking of Temptation, I got to show an album that I was very disappointed at. If I can find it. It was that album with the Angel on. The Angel on from the 70s. That one was really,
I might have that one too.
that one was a huge disappointment when it comes to Temptations, and from what I understand, they think it also because it was a flop seller wise, and they immediately after that demanded that they will have and make a new album and they will be in control, and that was the last album they ever did for Motown, and Motown refused to acknowledge that album where they had the control, and then after the Temptations were released from Motown.
Yeah, but another band that I have from around that time period, I have some Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Yeah, Wings of Love is the name of the album.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've been gone over 2 hours now, and James had goes on in less than an hour with this stream, so I think it's time to end this off, and so until like I usually end off my show, until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking.
Bye.
Thank you for today.
Yep. See you later, Tim.